Well, Shirley may have been out of drag racing for a while. You can't say it's done anything to hurt her popularity. Just look at her pit back there behind me. It's the one where you can't see the car because of all the fans. So if you're going to build a car that's a tribute to Shirley Muldowney, it had better be pretty special. And that's exactly what Red River Customs has done with this 1969 Cha-Cha Nova. Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney is not just a drag racing legend. She is an icon, the first woman to win a Top Fuel title, and the first person ever to win 3 of them. But it's more than just the spectacular colors, the switchblade silver, royal amethyst, and sparkling berry that are Shirley's personal favorites. She made it clear that if the car was going to use her name, it had to be fast. Under the hood is the biggest and most powerful crate engine that Chevrolet makes, 632 cubic inches, capable of more than 1,000 horsepower. Inside, there are flashes of Shirley's signature colors, but look closely at the seats. The inserts have been laser etched with the names of the 18 drag strips where she won national events and titles. Shirley Muldowney was a passionate trailblazer, and this tribute to the drag racing icon has both passionate style and performance. You wouldn't expect anything less.
I could see drag racing was finally getting what it had coming, and I wanted to be a part of that.
In Phoenix, I'm Rick DeBrule reporting for Speedweek.
Well, Rick, I've worked on TV for 4.5 decades. I know you are close to that, and too many of those pieces live on YouTube. Is it fair that the cars have held up better over all this time than we have?
They have much more shine than we have. But, you know, the great thing about being a part of this in television and racing for so long is having met people like Cha-Cha, Shirley Muldowney, you know, Kyle Larson, all these great people who have become true legends today.
I worked a Pro Mod drag race show with Shirley on CBS back in the 1990s, and just what a wonderful person.
Feast your eyes on the Cha-Cha Nova. Let me lift this magenta carbon fiber hood to show you that 632 sitting in there. Beautiful motor, QA1 suspension, SpeedTech front and rear suspension as well. But the best part about this car has to be the person who's sitting in the passenger seat, the legendary herself. Everyone would know her from her amazing history racing, and this is the Cha-Cha Nova. It is built all as a tribute to her. So cool, and she's riding shotgun with us today. As you take a look around this car, again, custom carbon fiber trunk. You can look in there and see that suspension. This is amazing what SpeedTech's done here. This was built by Red River Customs out of Texas. And there's so many personal touches to Cha-Cha around the car and what her history has been. You look inside, it's the gauges, it's a picture of her. Even it goes down to the seats, have all of the tracks that she's raced at in her life embroidered on them. This is just such a special piece. Someone is going to be so happy to win this. And I got to be honest, this might be my favorite car I've seen here today. So much color, so much thought into the carbon fiber, all the great touches, Rick, and a legend herself riding shotgun today.
Back here at Barrett-Jackson in Scottsdale in January, in that Cha-Cha Nova that we talked about, the one that is both a tribute and was helped designed by Shirley Muldowney, one of the greatest drag racers of all time, is up on the block. And look who's getting out of the passenger seat. It is Shirley Muldowney herself, the first person, the first woman to win a Top Fuel title, the first person ever to win 3 of them. And she's been involved in the design of this Nova.
The first lady in drag racing, Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney. She's the first woman to receive a license from the NHRA to drive Top Fuel. She won NHRA Top Fuel championships in 1977, 1980, 1982, the first woman to win 2 and 3 Top Fuel championships. We honor her here today to sell this amazing vehicle, Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney Nova, and forever she has done so many contributions for drag racing. You talk about breaking a glass ceiling, going up against all the Top Fuel guys back in the day. Welcome to Barrett-Jackson. Shirley, it is our honor.
Hi, everybody. Let me share something with you. How honored I am to be here with a car that carries a piece of my heart. The Cha-Cha Nova This isn't just a 1,000 horsepower plus power car. It's a tribute to the years, the races, and the grit it took to break barriers. Every inch of this build, which took 3 years, tells a story from the hand-stitched leather to the signature touches that reflect my racing journey. When you take this car home, you're taking me with it.
Thank you.
You're taking a piece of history, and it's not just my history, it's all of ours. Let's keep the legacy alive. Thank you.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about what's under the hood of this beast.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
once again, an absolute legend. There was a documentary recently done by Pam Miller about Shirley. Absolutely wonderful story. And it was not an easy road, and it was a painful road. There were some serious accidents. But boy, the things she's done, the 18 national wins she's received, that no one else was able to do like her.
Rick, on the seats you can see embroidered, those are all the tracks that are listed there in the seats that she's ever raced at. This car just incredibly well put together. You can see on the outside there's loads of carbon fiber from the hood, the wheel tubs, the trunk. But I gotta be honest, underneath is where this car really shines. Let's take a look at the chassis cam. You can see this thing. It has got so many Go Fast parts on there. QA1 and Speed Tech. All of their systems they threw at this car to really make it handle ride right. That magenta really pops underneath there. And you can look in the trunk too, and you can see it's got their high mount independent rear suspension setup on this car. It is meant to go fast, to handle. It sounds great. It has drawn a crowd the entire time. And how cool to have Shirley here with the car as well, you guys.
Well, that magenta was kind of her signature color. She's wearing a black and magenta sweater up on stage. And this is rocking the block, $525,000.
Amazing, put together by Red River Customs out of Texas. Mike, that big 632 motor paired to a 6-speed. It's got forged lines front and rear. Again, you see the dedication they spent on making sure that carbon fiber, having that magenta weave, and looks so good on there. I mean, what a special thing. Even the center caps of those wheels commemorates the year that she was inducted into the Hall of Fame. What an incredible build.
This would be a jaw-dropping custom even without the celebrity connection. But one of the greatest drag racers of all time, this car that she helped design, we're at $600,000. Steve Davis.
Guys, this minute, this incredible historic moment. I have her picture in my car house in Visalia, California. Just told her, absolutely incredible what she did back in the day, watching her drag race, doing what she did. She showed us guys what the rear end of one of those things looked like all the way down the quarter mile. Give it up for Shirley one more time because she's historic. She's a trendsetter. She's doing it to Barrett-Jackson, and we love her.
2550.
She didn't just break the glass ceiling. She made it possible for many young girls to realize, hey, I could go out there and race. I could compete against the guys, and I could win. What a role model for generations to come.
I mean, still, this is the kind of person that inspires my 3 daughters today. To see what she's accomplished, to see the standing ovation that she got in here, incredible.
$730,000 for the Cha-Cha Nova. Let's listen to Shirley.
It's all for you.
Thank you.
You were a pioneer. I remember you back in the day. I grew up at the drag strip, and it's an honor to have you here.
I'm delighted to be here. I'll admit this is my first visit. I hope it's not my last.
Another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
On that.
Thank
All
you.
right, once again, Shirley Muldowney, who was involved in putting this together.
Roberts, it was his idea. He came to me with it, and 3 years later, we rolled it out of the shop. I want to thank all of the fellas at Red River Customs, and special thanks to them for what they did for me. They changed my career in a big way. Thank you.
Thank you.